In this video, I'm talking about the first hearing device that uses machine learning, the Widex Evoke hearing aid. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I cover a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell to receive a notification every time I post a new video. Now this video review is long overdue because the Widex Evoke hearing aids have been out for almost a year now, but because of the overwhelming interest of viewers on my channel asking about the Widex Evoke hearing aids, I figured I better go ahead and get a set to check them out and let you know what I think. In terms of the looks, the Widex Evoke Fusion hearing aid is very similar to other form factors that they've had on previous generations of Widex devices. This one right here is the Evoke Fusion 2. This is what it looks like inside of my ear. You can see it's very standard receiver-in-canal technology, very slim hearing aid. It's very comfortable behind my ear, but they have a variety of different models of this device. They also offer the Evoke in the Passion form factor, which uses a smaller size 10 battery, the Fusion, which is the non-Bluetooth version of the Evoke, the Fusion 2 that you saw on my ear, which is the only style actually that has Bluetooth, and it also has a rechargeable option in addition to the disposable 312 battery option. They also have a Fashion Mini BTE, a Fashion Traditional BTE, and a power version of the Evoke that uses a size 13 battery and ear hook. The Evoke is best known for being the first hearing aid to utilize machine learning technology. This technology allows a hearing aid wearer to customize their preferences and have the hearing aids actually learn what those preferences are. It's kind of like Netflix. When you watch a certain type of movie and you like it, Netflix will take and give you recommendations based on that movie that you like. It's the same type of concept with these hearing aids. But before I get too in-depth with the machine learning technology, let's go over a few of the different things that I really like about the Widex Evokes. Number one is that they still have a telecoil inside of them. A telecoil is essentially a device that lets you tap into the audio at a facility like a theater or a church or even a conference center and pull the audio from that facility into your hearing aids if they have an induction loop in that particular facility. It also lets you gain direct access to a telecoil-enabled phone, so if you're someone who has difficulty on a phone, having a telecoil in your hearing aids can be a game changer. Some manufacturers have decided to leave the telecoil out of their hearing aids so they can have Bluetooth inside of their hearing aids, but Widex doesn't make you make that decision. They have it inside of their devices, so all you really have to do is go into your phone and tap on the telecoil program, or just give a quick click on the push button on your hearing aid. Number two is the 113 dB SPL linear input range. Having a really high input range in a hearing aid is very important if you want to hear better in a background noise situation and if you want to be able to appreciate music to its fullest. In audiology, we have this term called garbage in, garbage out. This means that if we have to alter the incoming signal into a hearing aid, then it is not going to be as good when it comes out of the hearing aid into your ear. So if we have to compress a sound down to even get it into the hearing aid, it's going to give you a lower quality sound by the time it goes into your ear. If you combine this high linear input range with four, yes, count them, 4 A to D converters inside of the Evoke hearing aids, you get a hearing aid that can better preserve the integrity of the incoming signal, allowing you for a cleaner sound in nearly every environment that you're in. Number 3 is the sound classifier, and I really like what Widex is doing with this. Basically, the Evoke hearing aids are automatically identifying which environment that you're in and automatically putting you into the correct settings for that particular environment. And if you end up getting the higher level, the 440 level of Evoke hearing aids, there are 11 different classifications that it can put you in. This means that if you're the type of person who does not want to have to push a push button to switch your hearing aids into your noise program, you don't have to do that. The hearing aid's going to do that for you. Number 4 is the Zen Tinnitus program. Widex takes a completely different approach than basically any other manufacturer out there because they use fractal tones in order to mask over your tinnitus and to reduce down your annoyance of your tinnitus. The tones inside of the Zen program are not repeatable, so it prevents the brain from habituating to them. They're kind of like wind chimes, where you generally know what they'll sound like, but you can't predict the sequence of the tones. Here is a sound clip of the aqua fractal tones. They essentially act like a tinnitus masker, just more pleasant than using a white or a pink static noise. You can use the Zen programs by themselves or in the background with another program. And number 5, and perhaps the most exciting feature inside of the Widex Evoke hearing aids, is the machine learning feature using SoundSense Learn and SoundSense Adapt. Using the SoundSense Learn feature in the Evoke app allows you to make real-time adjustments to your hearing aid programming while you're actually in that specific listening situation. After selecting SoundSense Learn, just select your environment and what your goal is in that particular environment. The app will then make 2 different adjustments to how you're hearing in those environments, one labeled A and one labeled B. You're basically doing an A to B comparison. Your job is to select which adjustment you prefer and how much you prefer it. You do this until you customize the audio exactly to your preference in that specific environment. The more this feature is used, the more your hearing aids learn about how you want to hear, just like how Netflix knows which movies you want to watch. Not only does the Evoke use this data to improve your ability to hear in the moment, it also uses this data to intelligently guide future innovation and even allowing for better updates that can be uploaded directly into your hearing aids right from your phone. Now, the features of these hearing aids truly are revolutionary and ahead of their time, but there are some things about these hearing aids that I am not a huge fan of, and the first one is rechargeability. The Widex Evoke Fusion 2 hearing aids have the option of being rechargeable, but the option that they have is using Z-Power battery technology, which is a silver zinc technology. I am a much bigger fan of lithium technology when it comes to rechargeable hearing aids. It is just flat out more reliable, but you don't have a lithium option when it comes to the Evoke. The second thing that I am not a huge fan of is that they only have 15 adjustment handles inside of the premium level 440 devices. What I mean by that is that when I'm programming a set of hearing aids, I want to have as many adjustment handles as possible so I can very specifically customize the audio in those particular hearing aids. And some of the more premium level technology that's out there, we tend to see upwards of 20 adjustment handles in those. So I know we're only about 5 off from that, but those 5 adjustment handles can mean a big deal when you're trying to program a hearing aid perfectly. And the third thing that I am not a huge fan of with the Widex Evokes is that they are only directly compatible with an iPhone. I happen to be more of an Android user. Yes, I do have an iPhone, so I can do a lot of these reviews, but at the same time, I would much prefer if I could directly access the Evokes with my Android smartphone. Now, to be fair, you can utilize a lot of the same features inside of the Widex Evoke app if you have an Android phone, but you have to use a streaming interface in order to stream audio directly from your phone into the Evoke hearing aids. Now, considering what these hearing aids are actually capable of, these potential negatives seem relatively minor. But at the end of the day, you're only going to get all of the benefit from these devices if you go to a hearing care professional who performs real ear measurement. Real ear measurement is the only way to ensure that your hearing aids are programmed correctly to your hearing loss prescription, and actually using the machine learning function of these hearing aids is no substitute for doing real ear verification. So if you have not heard of real ear measurement or real ear verification before, I highly recommend that you watch my video that I will link in the description. The Widex Evoke really is an impressive piece of hearing aid technology that is one of a kind. So if you're the type of individual who likes to make a lot of little adjustments to your devices based on the environment that you're in without having to go back into your hearing care professional to get those adjustments done, then you might want to consider the Widex Evoke for your next set of hearing devices. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.